Hi YouTubers and gamers, I'm back and today is a collection video. Now I'll be looking at my my PS Vita collection. Now I currently have the original PS Vita, or like a special Call of Duty one, with a back on, even though it comes with the Call of Duty download game, which is a pretty poor game. I've got a physical copy of that as well, but it's a pretty poor game. I've also got the PS Vita TV, which I bought recently, which is sort of playing in the background, and that's currently been reduced by about 50% in a lot of the shops. So for £45, you can get a PS Vita TV, which is pretty good. You will need to get another memory card, and I think that's a problem with Sony. They have, for some reason, they went for their own unique memory card, so they can sort of corner the market on them. But they're just so bloody expensive for what they are, these memory cards. I mean, I've got an 8 gig one, which I managed to get from CX a couple of weeks ago for about £12, which is not a bad price. But if you want anything bigger than that, you're looking at, you know, £50 for just for a bloody memory card, which is a bit silly really, especially on a system that isn't selling that well. There's a lot more games available, I believe, in Japan, but there's very few games, new games, coming out in the UK and America, I think. It's a slow trickle. Now, my collection is not the biggest by any means. It's about, I've got about 39 games, which I'll show you in a bit. But if you look at games that are compatible with a Vita and also with a Vita TV or PlayStation TV, it's about 50-50 of the games are compatible with a TV. So if you're thinking of getting a Vita, just bear that in mind. Half the games may not be compatible if you go for a TV version, whereas they will be compatible with a handheld. So it swings roundabouts. I mean, I would probably play most of the games on here, but obviously some of the games, the functionality does involve a touch screen, which I'm a bit disappointed that you can't actually use a touch screen instead on the PS4 controller, because that's compatible with PlayStation TV as well. So I don't know why they didn't use that to get around most of the difficulties. I don't know. But anyhow, yeah. I mean, another criticism on Sony, I think, which can be said for PlayStation Network as a whole, is that sometimes the cost of their full games on download is very, very expensive. It's, you know, it's more than retail price. I mean, a lot of the PS Vita games on here, if you was to purchase them, they're about £33, which is extortionate really. And you know, I usually pick up Vita games between £10 and £15 when I see them, but I'll never pay 33 quid for one unless it's with something extremely special. But anyway, let's go to the sort of the collection. Now I'm going to do the collection in two halves. The first half we'll be looking at ones that are compatible with a Vita TV and a Vita. Then after that, I will look on ones which are only with the Vita, which, as far as I know, are only with the Vita, from what I could tell. So, with my second half collection, if I make mistakes and I mention again that is also compatible on the TV, by all means, let me know. But I think a lot of those are only PS Vita handheld. So let's make a start. Okay, these are ones that I said compatible with the PS Vita TV and a controller. And to start off with, Angry Birds. Yeah, it's Angry Birds, what to say about it? I mean, I was quite a fan of Angry Birds when it first came out, but it has been done to death, hasn't it, really? But the, you know, the Star Wars games are a bit of a, you know, a bit of a nice twist on it, I suppose. Okay, the next game is Batman Blackgate Arkham Origins. Now, I tried playing this on the PS Vita, the handheld, and I don't know, about 20 minutes into it, I sort of got fed up with the controls really after a while. So hopefully the controls will be a bit more natural, I suppose, with the PS4 controller really. So hopefully it'll be much more playable on there. The next game is Borderlands 2. Yeah, I'm not quite sure who this is aimed for really, because I would have thought anyone who loves Borderlands will be playing it on the TV anyway, so to have it on the handheld is a bit bizarre. But anyway, so therefore a collection. This other game is this is the only way to get a physical copy of this game actually, I believe, and it was released in the UK. I don't know. I think the American one, it's a download, a DLC code only, and that's Child of Light. So there is actually, you know, there is a little cartridge for this, which is good. haven't had a chance to play it yet though. And then another Atlas game, Dragon's Crown. Final Fantasy HD Remastered 10 and 10.2. Right, this game is a nice Japanese, I'm not sure if you call it an RPG, or no, it's more of a fighter stroke RPG really, or like a fighting game with a bit of strategy and RPG elements, and that's Freedom Wars. It's quite a pretty looking game actually, that. Alright, this is a classic. Chances are everyone's already played this, either on the PSP or on the PS3 really, as well as playing the originals. I actually played the originals on the PS2 when they came out, and they were superb games. So again, it's nice to have it on a handheld. That's the God of War collection. Okay, Killzone Mercenary. I haven't had a chance to play that, but I do like the Killzone games. Hopefully it's better than the Killzone game that was on the PSP. That was pretty poor actually. Okay, that's for K's. Let's start off. Let's go to L's, and I have a few Lego games. And I've got about 5 Lego games on the PS Vita, and these ones are like the limited edition ones that came out in mostly in the UK game store called Game, and they come with a little figure. Some of these may have came out also on Amazon, but a lot of them are like game exclusives. So Batman DC Superheroes 2, and then Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. As you can see, that comes with different figures. That last one was Lex Luthor, rather, and this is a Plastic Man. And then it's Lord of the Rings with an exclusive Elrond minifigure. Now, if you're wondering, these little boxes do come with a plastic case as well, so it's not just a little, you know, a little cart on its own in there with a figure. It's actually a plastic case too, which is nice. Okay, this one comes with an exclusive Bilbo Baggins figure, and that is for Hobbit. And this one comes with an exclusive Iron Patriot minifigure, and that's obviously Marvel superheroes. I'm not too sure what if this game's more like a 3DS version than anything else really. Which is okay as a sort of a platformer type game. Nothing special though. Nowhere near as good as the PS4 and the PS3 console versions of that game, because that's just a superb, wonderful open world game. Okay, next lot of the second half of games are ones that are pretty much, I believe, only for the handheld of the console. I could be mistaken, but if I am, forgive me, and by all means leave a comment to let me know. I believe these only work on the handheld. And the first is Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. And that was a PS Vita exclusive, but then it also got brought out, I think, with a special combi pack on the PS3, I believe. Next is Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. This is an extremely disappointing game. Basically, they totally fucked up the controls and the difficulty levels. It is so difficult. It's it's absolutely frustrating just to get past a few levels. They have it's easy. The controls had to be so tight, and if you make a slight mistake, you run out of time on certain levels, and you just you just keep having to repeat yourself, and you just get fed up with it after a while. And it shouldn't be like that with a Call of Duty game. It's not Dark Souls or Demon Souls or anything. It's a Call of Duty, for Christ's sake. So they really screwed it up. They did that game, which is a shame, because it could have been an okay game. And I think the reason why they've done that is because it's a short game. And I think when game developers are deliberately making short games, and to justify it, they just make it extremely difficult. they're not doing the gamers any favours, are they? Everyone gets pissed off with them, and that game is pretty bad. Okay, next is Disney Epic Mickey 2. Looks like a very pretty game. I haven't had a chance to play it, and if I do, I'll probably play it on the PS3, given the choice. But I do have that also on the Wii. Okay, okay, this one's a bit of more of a dungeon type tactical game, I think. And that is Dungeon Hunter Alliance. This is a nice simple fun game. Everybody's golf games are pretty good. If you see them on the PS1 original or a PSP, by all means pick them up. They are good games. You don't have to like golf. They're quite fun. Alright, Little Big Planet PS Vita. Mortal Kombat. This is quite a tough game. I've got near the end, but I couldn't get past the end battle. Again, with the mechanics and using the controls and so forth to get everything right, I don't know. I think I must be getting old. But I get fun cramp with some of these fighters, especially with this one after a while, and I have to play it in short intervals. You know, no more than half an hour really, because I do get my thumbs do crumb up. I do get a bit of cramp in my thumbs. Maybe it's my age more than anything else really, but I don't know. But I think that game is more playable on the console. You know, the big consoles as opposed to the Vita. Okay, this game is superb. It's one of the most. I think it's a beautiful game. It's obviously based. It's a rip-off of Smash Brothers. It's a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Now, if you buy this is a cross-play game, so if you buy a PS3 brand new, you should be able to get a code or whatever, so you can play it or download it on your Vita game. Yeah, it's a great game, that one. If you like Smash Brothers, you'll definitely like that, I should say. Okay, now I know Rayman Origins was compatible, I believe, with PS3 Vita TV, but Rayman Legends, I'm not too sure. It does involve a lot of touch interactivity on the screen, so maybe that's why it's not. So Rayman Legends. Okay, this game is I think it's a third-person shooter. It's okay. Again, the touch. There's a few touchscreen controls in it which are a bit gimmicky more than anything else really, and I tend to try to avoid them when I can really. They don't really add too much to actual gameplay, so yeah, I mean with touchscreen interactivity you got to make it simple and fun, otherwise it's just a little point. You might as well just have it, you know, have buttons to control these things. But anyway, it's got mixed reviews. I enjoyed it. If you like the PSP game of it, you'll probably enjoy this, I would say. And that is Resistance Burning Skies. Not too bad storyline. You know, I like that game. Okay, this is part of a Silent Hill collection. I mean, the series of games. Haven't had a chance to play it. Silent Hill Book of Memories. Yeah, so I can't really see much about that really. I don't know if it's any good or not. I think the reviews are pretty mixed again on that one. Okay, this game is superb. It's Street Fighter versus Tekken. Yeah, this is a good example of using a touchscreen. You know, you can use a touchscreen for combo moves and everything else really. And again, you know, dieharders may say it made the game a bit too easy. But I think it's, you know, I think it's just added to it. So this is where touchscreens can work well. It's a very good game. I definitely recommend that if you like your fighters. Okay, the Jak and Daxter trilogy. I do have these on the PS2, and I haven't had a chance to play these games, so I'm not too sure about how I will play them when I get around to it. If I do it on the HD remastered copies or not, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Okay, Touch My Katamari, part obviously the Katamari series of games. There was another one on PSP and also a PS2, which go for a fair bit of money actually. So it's nice to have on the Vita. Okay, this other one is another fighting game. Again, it's a bit similar to Street Fighter vs Tekken. It works quite well on the handheld. Although I think a lot of people probably enjoy it still on the main console. And that is Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom. Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom 3, I should say, really. Okay, this game was a launch title with a PSP, and it's got pretty good reviews actually, but I still haven't got around to playing it yet. I will do it though. And that is Uncharted Abyss. Golden Abyss, I should say. Okay, last game which I have so far, and again I got this because it was dirt cheap. It's got Andy Murray in it, so why not? It's a Virtua Tennis 4 World Tour Edition. It's nice to have a Sega Tennis game on the system. Okay. Yeah, so again, I'm not sure why it's only compatible on the console. Maybe it is compatible with a TV. I don't know. I couldn't find much to say about it either way, really. Okay, so that's my PS Vita collection so far. I do have a want list with about another dozen or so games on it, and so I think by the time I do finish collecting for a PS Vita, it'll be quite a small collection overall, especially compared to PSP. I've probably got over about 200 PSP games, which I will show you guys at some point when I can get to them. You know how it is with tightly compact game rooms. You have everything all stored away in certain areas, and it's a bit of a hassle to get in and hold of things, really. But yeah, I think my PSP collection and also my original Xbox collection are two collections which I have to pull my finger out and show you guys at some point, really. Even though that I've still got a few games to add to both collections on those. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And by all means, if you do, please leave a thumbs up or comment and carry on watching. So until then, guys, bye.